So I'm getting ready to review the 3D Fiber Mascara by Mirya Adora. They do claim to magnify the lashes with this product up to 300%, although that's still left to be decided. Most of the reviews that I've seen about this product, it wasn't really that it magnified up to 300 times. I mean, it definitely ended up making the lashes look a lot thicker and longer as well, but I didn't really see like 300 times worth. But we shall see. I'm not really a fan of mascara. I really dislike mascara. I think that most mascara looks really bad on the eyes and that it looks very spindly and very tarantula-like-ish. I've never really been one for mascara. I don't like it. So we will see if this is something that I change my mind about. So in their package, you end up getting a little card that asks if you're happy or not, and if, regardless whether you are or not, they do want to hear your feedback. They want to make sure that they're making a product that is actually wanted and that is good. It is affordable. It's a great price. You get a brush that has kind of like the long spindly pieces up on the top. They're shorter down here on the bottom. So you could technically use the shorter ones like for your lower lashes and then use the longer ones to kind of separate and everything once you end up getting everything on your eyes. I do know that with step 1 of the product, which is step 1 is on the bottom here. Well, it's technically 1 and 3 because you do put a nice thick coat of this step 1 on your lashes to be able to get enough for the fibers, which are technically ground tea leaf fibers. You want to make sure that you get enough on there to be able to get those to adhere to it so that you can get the length and the volume built up on your lashes. And then once you do that, once you go through that step, then you end up adding an additional layer of the magnification gel or magnifying gel to that over top of the fibers. And then if you want even more lengths and volume to your lashes, you can do another coat of the fibers and then do another coat of the magnifying gel. Me, I'm probably only going to use one to go over it just to kind of show you guys like how to apply it and what it looks like. And the last few times that I have used it just to kind of test it out, I found that for me to just use one coat of each, well, the first round anyway, steps 1 and 3, and then also step 2. I found that just doing that the one time with all 3 of those steps, that it was just fine. I didn't really need to add anything else to it for me to feel like my lashes were lengthened or volumized. So I am going to go ahead and do this. On the inside of the box, I'm getting my sides confused here. You get directions on the inside of the box over here, and it does tell you how to go from step 1 to step 2. With the first step, you want to do anywhere between 15 to 20 strokes of getting the magnifying gel. I keep wanting to call it magnification gel. You do 15 to 20 strokes of the magnifying gel on your lashes to start off with, just to be able to get them coated really well. And I mean, technically, if you're really putting on a thinner mascara of another brand, you're probably going to do anywhere between 15 to 20 strokes just to make sure that you end up getting enough coverage and enough volume with that, and breaking it apart and everything, and then like putting on the other coat to make it look more volumized and longer. So I mean, essentially you're doing the same thing that you would do with that, only you have an additional step to run. Anyway, so now it says it's water resistant and smudge resistant. However, on here it says to remove, lightly moisten eyelashes with warm water, gently wipe away clean. I'm a little confused by that, but we shall see how well that goes. I will update that in the description box once that happens. So let's get to it. And I do really I like the packaging, the way that they deliver this, the way it's shipped, because you do get the magnetic clasps that help to open and close the box fairly well. But it's really cute with like how they kind of like put it in here with a satin little bed that, you know, it's so cute. I love the display. Anyway, I do believe that their brand is cruelty-free and paraben-free and SLS-free. It's made from natural and safe ingredients in recyclable packaging and lasts all day. What's the other thing? Then it moisturizes the lashes because there's natural beeswax in it. So, I mean, it's not technically vegan. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. Gives you information on the back about the product. It says it's hypoallergenic. The last 3 times that I've used it, I didn't seem to have any kind of a reaction, and trust me, my eyes are super sensitive. If you've ever heard me talking about makeup or anything like that, like in person, or you know me personally, you know that I don't normally like to wear makeup around my eyes because I have a really hard time finding something that's not going to irritate my eyes and doesn't make my eyes water. So if it's something that's going to irritate my eyes, from any video you ever watch of mine, you're always going to know within 20 minutes whether or not it's good for sensitive eyes. So, let's get to it. So we start with step 1 and coat the lashes really well. And I'm going to do one eye just so you can kind of see the difference between the eyes with mascara versus nothing. Okay, and this is really, I kind of like the color and I like the consistency of the gel. It is pretty, and and of course, you know, I'm that person that gets that stuff all over my eyelid. And I do make really weird faces when I'm putting mascara on. I used to get teased so much about that when I was younger. Mom used to give me all kinds of crap about opening my mouth like that, or I'd bite my tongue like my aunt. And there for a while, ooh, that is really pretty. Yeah, I'm not sure how I really feel about the wand necessarily, but I really, really, really like how this looks because it's not cakey, it's not gross and spindly and stuck together and cruddy, and it looks good. Like, I like that it makes my lashes look like there's actually something on them. Okay, so let's see here, and try one, a little bit more, there we go. I'm going to put a smidge on the under lashes. I'm trying not to make the faces while I'm putting this on. Okay, so we'll call that step 1. So I don't know if you can tell a difference between the 2 eyes just yet, but you'll be able to tell a difference at this point. So here are the fibers, and they're black, and it looks like a fuzzy woolly bear caterpillar. So if you're from the country, or you've ever been on a field trip to the country, in the spring and summer, you've probably seen a woolly bear. They're the ones that are black and orange that farmers say that, you know, the more orange there is on them, the warmer it's going to be throughout the summer, or the longer it's going to be warm throughout the summer. And the more black there is on it, the colder it's going to be, or the longer it's going to be cold. So anyway, yeah. Let me scoot this out of the way. Okay, there we go. Let's try this. Now, while you're putting this on your eyelashes, you want to try not to get too terribly close to your eye, because the fibers, even though they are natural, they're organic, they are biodegradable, it's still probably not going to be the most comfortable thing having fibers, really thin fibers at that, of stuff, green or of tea fibers, getting stuck in your eye. I mean, me personally, I'm not particularly interested in doing that to myself, but oh, this is actually looking pretty good. Now, you might want to do this before you put on the rest of your makeup, though. And I only say that because there is a little tiny bit of fallout, or maybe like do your foundation or something like that and like leave this portion around your eyes until you get used to the product anyway. So let's see here. Yeah, there's just like a little tiny bit of fallout. There's really not much at all. I can't imagine how it would end up being problematic for many people. I mean, just be careful with it and go slow. Make sure that you're following the instructions. Oh, and actually, just that little bit is already kind of noticeable. I like it. And then there's the eye with nothing. And yes, I have some old eyes. Well, older. Let's see here. Now, let's try this again. Magnifying gel. There's that. You know, and I almost feel like the fibers are being pulled right back off of the lash from doing this last step, but at the same time, I mean, you can tell that that's not the case, because it does volumize and extend the lashes. And I have to admit, I do like, oh, and I've got that one lash that wants to try to go down there and poke me in the eye. I don't know if you can see that bad boy. He's right there. He's getting ready to get moved over. There we go. So, this is what it looks like so far. Now together. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and do another round of the fibers. And just so you can see how you can build it up. Oh, okay. Had a little fallout from the fibers there. So let's turn it over and use those. Okay. So what are everybody's plans for the 4th of July? What are you doing? Let's see. Get that there. And I keep feeling like this fuzziness like over to the side here, and it's really kind of, oh, you ever had that like just little irritation on your eyes, or just on your face or around your nose or something, that it just drives you nuts until you take care of it? So yeah, that's the one. Okay, so that looks, yeah, you can definitely tell there's a huge difference in the eyelashes versus there. Oh, and see, I can prove it. My eyes are dark green. Anyway, so, okay. I keep getting told by people that I've got green eyes, and then other people tell me that I've got brown eyes, and I actually do have dark hazel. Okay, so this seems to be working out pretty well. And I know I've tried it before and stuff, but you all were not present for that usage, so I'm kind of trying to talk as much of my way through this as I can. And for some reason I just developed this really weird country accent that I used to have when I was younger. I managed to get rid of it. Let's see here. So, can you see that? In comparison to the other eye, it is noticeable. It is very noticeable. At least I think so. But then again, I don't usually wear mascara. So, let's try. Ooh! Okay. Got a little gloppy there. So let's go ahead and do this lower lash. So basically it takes a little bit of work to build it up, takes a little bit of time, but for me, I am good with just 1 or 2 layers of the fibers and then maybe a couple extra layers of the magnifying gel. I do like this product. I will be using it more. And just looking in the viewfinder right now and in the mirror, there is a big difference in the lashes of what they are like before and after using that. So you get the side by side of it, and without. Anyway, so this is the review, and I will say that I do absolutely recommend this. And again, this is from Mirya Adora on their website or on Amazon. And if you haven't used it and haven't tried it, I would highly recommend doing so. It is worth it. It's something that, like I said, I will be using more frequently, and I will update the description box below to let you guys know what happens as far as the process of taking it off and whether or not it actually does come off with warm water like that. I really don't know, because I just automatically ended up using makeup remover like I usually do with my makeup. So that is going to be new for me with this. And then I'm just using the bonus brush here to separate out as much as I can, because I cannot stand the clumpy tarantula leg look. I don't like it. I don't think it looks good or attractive on anyone. Ooh, that one, for some reason, that one lash just wants to just kind of hang there like, hey girl. So, this is what it looks like, and I am really liking this. I do recommend it. If you haven't used it, like I said, go to the Mirya Adora website, or you can get it on Amazon. Have a great day. Oh, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. Hit the bell for the notifications of new videos coming up. And if you have any questions or suggestions of videos coming up or anything like that, you know, feel free to put your comments below. Follow me on my other social media if you feel so inclined. And with that, have a good one.